Okay, so as you all probably already know, based on the title of this video, the FF7 Remake demo dropped this morning, and I've played maybe 15 minutes of it so far, if that, and I had to stop and pause because while the adrenaline is still high, I wanted to give my initial impressions. I'm gonna continue playing and give you my final impressions once I make it through the entire demo, but okay, where do I begin? I've loved FF7 is my favorite game of all time. This game came out when I was just about to turn 13 years old, and it's kind of poetic that they're releasing this demo now with the opening bombing mission to make a reactor, because I played the exact same demo when I was 13, and it made me want to buy the game. And the reason FF7 is so important to me is because, I mean, aside from being released in my formative years, this game made me want to tell stories. It made me want to create art. Back then, you got to name all the characters after your friends. So I named the character. I named Cloud after me. I named all the characters after my friends. The female characters I named after the girls I liked. It was not a journey with just these characters, but I was going on a journey with my friends, and that is how it felt. Turning this game back on, I'd already seen the opening cinematic, and I still cried. I cried again just from watching the opening cinematic, knowing that I was about to play this game. And it feels so good. I was completely surprised. One of the first options is asking you how you want to control the camera, and I'm like, I get to control the camera, which seems like it'd be a pretty obvious thing to get to do in a new game like this, but you couldn't control the camera in the original FF7, so I'm like, okay, sure, I'll figure this out. It's got a little bit of stop and go to begin because you have to get acclimated to the controls. There was a tutorial in the original game where the characters would kind of explain to you how to do everything, which felt unnatural, but now the game just kind of stops and says, hey, do this. It is so crisp. The cutscenes move in and out seamlessly from the gameplay. Like, you can't even tell the difference. And I'm just gushing over the banter, and the dialogue is so good. It is so good. I love Avalanche is stealing the show right now. I'm not talking about Cloud and Barrett. I mean, they're amazing, and I'm so happy to see them. But like Jesse, Wiggs and Ben. I can't even talk. That's how excited I'm. Biggs and Wedge and Jesse steal the show in this demo, and I haven't even completed it yet. But I'm so excited to see what the expansion of Midgar does with these characters, because I love them so much. I loved them in the original game, but I love them even more now. And I'm so, no spoilers, just like, ooh, it's gonna be, how, okay. The combat is just, it's crisp. It's so crisp, man. Every single time I fight, I'm excited, and the enemies, they're kind of sponges. They take quite a bit to take down. The movement feels great. You can interact with pretty much anything in the environment, which is kind of it's definitely a new thing for Final Fantasy VII. And it's neat because apart from just like treasure chests, you can break boxes and find like Mako shards to increase your MP again, or your HP, and it's just seeing things like traffic cones being knocked over when you hit them make the environment feel so real. And alright, I'm gonna go play the rest of it. I'm so excited to be back here with my friends. The game just, again, I can't give it enough praise, and I've only played it for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna play the rest, and then I'm gonna come back and give my final impressions of the rest of it. I just needed to get my initial thoughts out, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. This demo was so good. I don't even... I need to come down from how, like, all the emotions that I'm feeling at the moment. I didn't have a big breakfast because all I wanted to do was get started and play the game. So, like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I'm emotionally drained from that experience. It's so good. Like, go play the demo. If you've been waiting to play this game, play the demo. It is a just shining cinematic experience. It is everything that I could have hoped for in this game. It feels so crisp to play, and it's hard. Like, I remember the original demo. The enemies in the original Final Fantasy VII, especially in the opening sequence, were not difficult. The game kind of, like, eased you into it, and I don't want to go ahead and say that this game is padded, because it's not. But the enemies feel so much stronger and require you to actually do battle. The Scorpion boss is not a pushover. Like, it was a long fight, and it was a hard fight, and my heart was pounding, and I wasn't quite sure if I was actually going to defeat it. There were points where I was like, I'm going to lose, and I'm going to have to play through this demo again. I did manage to beat it on the first try. Some of you might not find it as difficult. I'm not the best gamer in the world. I think I do pretty well, but this is a challenging game, and I love what they've done with it. You cannot just hack and slash your way through. You definitely have to be proactive and have some critical thinking about your battle. Each character has different traits, and when I say each, I mean you only get to play as Barret and Cloud. So using their abilities to your benefit in the battle is the demo is over before I really get a chance to maximize what each character is capable of doing. But I'm really excited to see what you can do when there's 3 people in your party. I was a little afraid this was going to be like a Kingdom Hearts experience where you have people in your party, but they're kind of acting on their own and they don't really do what you want them to do. But switching between characters is seamless, and like helping other characters out is seamless. It feels really good. I played in tactical mode the entire time, and I loved it. I'm still getting used to it because you kind of have to mash square, the attack button, to fill up your ATB gauges. And my muscle memory is just like mash, 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 mash. By the time I actually had ATP gauges, I was mashing the X button to go into tactical mode and use something. So it's going to take some time. I think people who are used to playing Kingdom Hearts are going to use the shortcuts more often. I'm not good with the shortcuts, and I really enjoyed somebody who needs to think a little bit slower, because I'm dumb. Tactical mode really helped in the heat of the moment. It gives me a pause to assess what's going on and make the right decision, and that helped a lot. I love Barret. They did Barret so much justice. He's hilarious. I absolutely love having him in the party. I kept expecting the dialogue to become boring or rote or repetitive, and it's not. Every single time the characters spoke, I just fell more in love with them. And Jessie has my whole heart. I love her so much. Cloud is such a little punk, and I know he's the main character, and you know he's my boy. Cloud's my boy, and you get Cloud the way, but everybody shines so well. I cannot gush enough about this game. There's the little quality of life things, like when you pick up a Phoenix Down, it says you picked up a tuft of Phoenix Down. It's like, oh, that's cool, because you never really know what a Phoenix Down, like, you kind of assumed what a Phoenix Down is. It's the feathers and stuff, but like hearing that you got a tuft of it was just like a nice little thing. The music is just unbearably good. Final Fantasy VII has some of the best music ever in gaming, and all the scores and remixes and the way that they blend into each other, just you hear so many themes in just the opening of this game in this bombing mission, which is surreal because in the original you just heard the one track, the Mako Reactor and the bombing mission themes, but there's quite a few others sprinkled about in there, and it was such a joy to hear them. There's some new stuff which I won't spoil for anybody. They definitely made some changes to the story, and it doesn't go beat for beat exactly from the original, which is great. Every little new bit was a surprise. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it makes me happy and it makes me sad because I'm so excited to see what the rest of the world looks like, because of how gorgeous just the Mako Reactor was. And knowing that we're only going to get to see Midgar, which is in and of itself a gorgeous and one of the most iconic gaming locations, we're not going to get to see anything outside of Midgar in this game. I mean, maybe depending on what they show in the flashbacks on Nibelheim, it makes me so sad I'm not going to be able to see the rest of the world for God knows how long. But again, just to conclude, this demo was fantastic. I cannot wait for April 10th. It can't come soon enough for me to play the rest of this game. I'm a little bummed that you can't get your save data moved over from the demo, but I'll play it again. I will happily play it again, and I know it'll be a little bit different from the finished version, so who knows what to expect. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you liked, this is my first video in what will hopefully be a long line of videos of impressions and reactions and let's plays. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm super excited to stream and do more of this stuff. So thank you. Enjoy the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a blast. It's just a blast. So I'll catch you later. Bye.